The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Vidal Sassoon. In life, no success comes before effort. Only in the dictionary does success appear before work. In real life, the order is always reversed. You must act, strive, sweat, persevere. Then success will come. Sometimes quietly, sometimes unexpectedly. Success is never a miracle. It is the result of hundreds of mornings when you wake up a little earlier, of thousands of hours of practice when no one is watching. It is like a tiny seed planted in the ground. You cannot expect to see a green tree tomorrow if today you do not nurture, water, and care for it bit by bit, shattering the illusion that desire alone is enough. No, dreams are just blueprints. Actions are the strokes that turn blueprints into reality. Successful people do not seek shortcuts. They seek discipline, persistence, the ability to act even when motivation fades, and it is those steady steps that lead them to destinations others only dare to imagine. If you are dreaming of a bright future, let your hands and feet catch up with that dream. Success does not appear before work anywhere else except on the dictionary page. In life, only when you act do you become worthy to receive. Success always comes after work, but it always comes to those who never stop moving forward. The secret of success is to do the common things uncommonly well. John D. Rockefeller Jr. Greatness does not lie in grand things, but begins with how we treat the small things every day. Ordinary tasks, waking up early, exercising, learning a little more, completing work on time seem simple, repetitive, sometimes boring, but they are the silent foundation that creates extraordinary progress. When we do them with meticulousness, dedication, and a spirit of excellence, they suddenly become a solid fulcrum for the big leaps ahead. Success is not a single breakthrough, but the sum of hundreds, thousands of small choices we make every day. Like a craftsman patiently polishing every edge, cherishing every detail, until one day the finished work leaves everyone in awe. Excellence in ordinary things is what transforms a person into a better version of themselves, steady, reliable, and resilient. Don't wait for a big moment to start changing. Start with simple things. Do better today than yesterday. Care for every task, no matter how small. When small efforts are repeated over enough time, they crystallize into great success, a success that arrives quietly, but profound enough to make you proud of yourself. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. Colin R. Davis. Failing while being yourself is far more worthy of pride than succeeding by copying someone else's shadow. For uniqueness is the fingerprint of the soul, something only you have, something no one can replace. When you choose your own path, every step carries the breath of creativity, even if sometimes precarious and difficult. But it is those falls on your own path that help you understand who you are, what you want, and what you can become. Conversely, success based on imitation is just like a shadow. It may be beautiful, but it does not belong to you. It does not reflect effort, does not express identity, and most importantly, it does not make you grow. Uniqueness makes you shine in a way that is yours alone. Daring to be different is daring to write your own story, even if that story is not yet perfect. For in the long journey of life, what is more precious than achievement is identity. Success may make others admire you, but uniqueness makes you proud. Failing while being yourself is better than winning while losing yourself, because only an authentic journey leads to lasting value. Before anything else, preparation is the key to success. Alexander Graham Bell. Every achievement is seeded before it blooms. Preparation is the root, the foundation, the invisible support that helps each person reach heights that others only see in the final moment. If success is the door to the future, then preparation is the only key that can open that door. preparation is not noisy, not ostentatious. It is those evenings spent reviewing when everyone else is asleep, plans carefully drawn up, skills honed day by day. It is like sharpening a sword. When the battle comes, the one who prepared in advance will not panic because they know they hold the sharpest weapon. The unprepared are like those entering battle empty-handed, no matter how brave. Victory is hard to achieve. Meanwhile, those who prepare thoroughly are always calm, always steady, because they have rehearsed the challenges in their minds before stepping into reality. Preparation is also a manifestation of vision. You do not wait for opportunities to come before starting. You prepare so that when opportunities appear, you are ready to seize them. And sometimes, that very preparation creates opportunities that others cannot have. Success does not belong to the luckiest. Success belongs to the best prepared. If you really look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. Steve Jobs. People often see the brilliant light of the explosive moment, but few bother to look down at the calluses, the sleepless nights, and the times when it seemed like giving up. Success called overnight is actually just the final night in countless months of silently sowing dream seeds into the soil of persistence. It is like seeing a flower in full bloom, but no one counts how many drops of water, how many sunny days, how many winds have passed through its life. When you look closer, you will see that behind every glittering achievement is a long journey forged by patience. Each step forward, no matter how small, is an important piece in the big picture. Success never appears unexpectedly. It only seems unexpected to those who did not witness the process. But for those who have walked that journey, they understand that every drop of sweat has a voice, every failure has value, and every silent effort contributes to the miracle that others see. Never compare your starting point with someone else's shining moment. Just be persistent, patient, do the smallest things well. Then one day, the world will call it unexpected success, and you will smile because you know that for one glorious night, you once endured 100 dark days. To succeed, you have to be selfish, or else you never achieve. And once you get to your highest level, then you have to be unselfish. Michael Jordan. The journey to the top sometimes requires closing doors, prioritizing yourself, and focusing all energy on your goals. Selfish here does not mean harming others, but protecting your time, focus, and passion. When you start, you are like someone rowing a boat in the vast sea. If you do not focus on your direction, if you do not separate yourself from the world's noise, that boat will never reach its destination. Successful people often go through that phase of beautiful selfishness, declining gatherings, caring less about others' judgments, dedicating time to learn, train, and build the future they believe they deserve. It is the selfishness of those who want to give themselves the greatest chance to break through. But once at the peak, when in a position to influence, lead, give value, then unselfishness becomes an inevitable part. Like a lighthouse, it may stand at the highest place, but its light must shine down to guide other boats. Truly successful people will open their hearts, share experiences, give opportunities, lift those who come after, because they understand that the value of success lies not in keeping it to yourself, but in spreading it. Success is therefore not just a journey upward, but also outward from focusing on oneself to build resilience, to expanding the heart to build value for others. And then, success is truly complete. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Henry David Thoreau. Success, in essence, is not a buried treasure that you must hold a map to find. It is like a seed silently sprouting in the garden of diligent days, where sweat falls more than complaints. When you are busy enough to dive into action, to pour your mind and heart into every small task, then success will come naturally, like dawn appearing after a long night without needing to stand watch. Success always smiles on those who do not sit dreaming, but stand up to build brick by brick for their dreams. It comes when you forget you are pursuing it, because that very focus, discipline, and daily effort unwittingly create a powerful attraction, like a blacksmith hammering away, not thinking about when the iron will take shape, yet at some beautiful moment, it gleams under the fire, perfect beyond expectation. The best thing you can do is not sit calculating where success is, when it will come, but throw yourself into the work with a resilient heart. Success always finds those who are moving forward, creating value, busy, building their own future. And when that moment comes, you will realize. It turns out you did not find success, but success came looking for you. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. Colin Powell, success is not magic, nor is it a secret key reserved for a few. It is a journey built with bricks of discipline, readiness, and rising after painful falls. Every brilliant achievement bears the shadow of silent preparation days, when you persistently accumulate skills and experiences, like a sailor reinforcing the ship before setting sail. Hard work is the heartbeat of success. It is those mornings waking up a little earlier, nights staying up a little later, hours of focus forgetting time. When you persistently take one more step, try a little more, you are paving the way for your own future. And failure, though painful, is the strictest but fairest teacher. It teaches you to look back, adjust, grow, and step forward as a stronger version. Success has no secrets, but one thing is certain: only those ready to prepare, brave to work persistently, and never stop learning from stumbles can reach their own peak. No need to seek shortcuts, just keep walking, for each small step is bringing you closer to your dream. The real test is not whether you avoid this failure, but whether you let it harden or shame you into inaction, whether you learn from it, and whether you choose to persevere. Barack Obama: no one in life can walk without ever stumbling. Failure is not an enemy, but a milestone on the road, a puzzle each person must solve for themselves. What matters is not whether you can avoid it, because if you avoid it this time, there will still be another. What matters is when facing that fall, what you choose, to be stronger or to give up. Failure is like fire testing gold. It melts the weak, but tempers souls resilient enough to become sharper. Some let failure become the end, others turn it into a new beginning, and the only difference lies in each person's choice. If you are ready to learn from the pain, draw lessons from mistakes, then failure is no longer a stumbling block. It becomes a stepping stone for you to ascend. Perseverance is the final answer to that test. When everything becomes difficult, when the path is hazy, when faith is tested, the decision to continue is what separates the successful from those who stop. Every time you rise after failure, you not only advance a step, but become a stronger, more mature, more determined version. Failure is just a question, and you are the one who writes the answer. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Herman Melville. Failing while being yourself is far more worthy of pride than succeeding by copying someone else's shadow. For uniqueness is the fingerprint of the soul, something only you have, something no one can replace. When you choose your own path, every step carries the breath of creativity, even if sometimes precarious and difficult. But it is those falls on your own path that help you understand who you are, what you want, and what you can become. Conversely, success based on imitation is just like a shadow. It may be beautiful, but it does not belong to you. It does not reflect effort, does not express identity, and most importantly, it does not make you grow. Uniqueness makes you shine in a way that is yours alone. Daring to be different is daring to write your own story, even if that story is not yet perfect. For in the long journey of life, what is more precious than achievement is identity. Success may make others admire you, but uniqueness makes you proud. Failing while being yourself is better than winning while losing yourself, because only an authentic journey leads to lasting value. If you set your goals ridiculously high and it's a failure, you will fail above everyone else's success. James Cameron. It is not a warning, but an affirmation that the essence of people with great ambitions is always at a different level. Even their failure reaches a degree that others must strive greatly to achieve. Setting high goals is the choice of those not content with safety, not wanting their life to pass in familiar zones. They are like climbers deciding to head for Everest, knowing it will be cold, tiring, sometimes breathless, but still stepping forward because their hearts do not accept low hills. And sometimes, even if not reaching the summit, they still stand at heights that those who only dare stroll at the mountain's base have never seen. Failure when setting big goals is not the end. It is a sign of courage, vision, and maturity. It proves that you dared to try, dared to reach, lived fully instead of avoiding risks. And the most wonderful thing is, what you learned from that fall is surely deeper, stronger, more enduring than any small success of others. Sometimes, failure in a grand dream still carries the aftertaste of victory because you were on a journey that very few dare to enter. Don't try to be a man of success. Rather, become a man of value. Albert Einstein. The essence of success does not lie in applause or glory, but in the true value you bring to life. Success is only the result, a result that may come, may go, but value is the foundation, the core, the thing that makes a person respected even when the lights are off and the stage has no one left watching. When you try to succeed, you easily get swept into others' standards. Recognition, income level, fame, status. But when you choose to become a person of value, you focus on self-development, giving good things, creating positive influence, and strangely, when you have more value, success comes seeking you, like a sunflower, always turning toward the light. People of value do not need to boast, do not need to chase comparisons. They are like a silently flowing river. The deeper, the less noisy. They build knowledge, kindness, sincerity, skills, and resilience, things no one can take away. Value makes you stand firm in storms, while success only makes you prettier for a moment. And then one day, looking back, you will realize those truly remembered are not for how successful they were, but for what they gave to this life, whom they touched, what light they left behind. Success makes you stand out. Value makes you immortal. Success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. Success is not a path paved with victories, but with countless falls and risings. It is a journey where every step carries traces of mistakes, challenges, and pains. But what keeps you going is the flame that never extinguishes in your heart enthusiasm. Failure is not a wall blocking the way, but milestones testing if your heart is steadfast enough. Successful people are not those who never fell. They are those who fell so many times they learned to get up faster, stronger, more composed. They are like sailors in the vast sea. No matter how many fierce waves sweep them away, they hold the helm steady because they know there is always a harbor on the horizon. Enthusiasm is the fuel that nourishes dreams. When everything becomes blurry, when others doubt, when the path is full of obstacles, it is passion and determination that will pull you forward. You may tire, may slow down, but as long as you do not abandon that flame, you are still advancing. Success is actually very simple. Not to have no failures, but not to let failure take away your faith, will, and dreams. Each fall is a lesson. Each rise is a victory. And when you look back, you will see that it was the times you did not give up, that brought you to the destination, not the easy times. Failure only blocks those who lose enthusiasm, but for those who keep the flame in their heart, failure is just a stop, never the end. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. The world cannot be healed by the very things that cause harm. Darkness, no matter how thick, cannot swallow other darkness. It only makes the space denser, heavier. Only when light flashes, even just a small ray, does everything begin to change. Light not only illuminates the path, but also soothes, dissolving the obscurity that seemed eternal. Hate is the same. You cannot extinguish a fire by pouring more oil on it. Hatred only hardens the heart more, widens the distance between people. Only love, that soft but enduring power, is capable of melting the coldness in the soul. Love is like rain falling on parched land, slow, gentle, but ultimately sprouting life, is the compass for each person. When hurt, do not let the pain turn you into a herder. When facing hatred, do not let it pull you down into the same darkness. Become the light. Even if the world around you is fading, become love. Even if you are the only one still believing in it. For light never fears darkness, and love is always stronger than hate forever. Face your fears. Live your dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Fear is not a wall blocking the road, but the door leading to growth. Hidden behind each word is a gentle but powerful invitation. Take a small step beyond the familiar comfort zone, where new things, untapped potentials, are silently waiting. Fear here is not a monster to run from, but like a strict teacher, creating pressure but opening the most valuable lessons. When you dare to face it, today's small thing becomes tomorrow's strength. Each bold action like a brick, building confidence. And then you realize what you fear most is sometimes exactly what you need most to become a better version of yourself. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Ralph Waldo Emerson. No book is as thick as the experiences we go through. Each passing day is like a new page, where joy, sorrow, mistakes, and growth are written in the ink of life itself. There are things you can only feel when you touch them, stumble because of them, then stand up with wiser eyes. Life is like a silent teacher, never saying too much, but each challenge is a subtle lecture. Each wound is an explanation, and each moment overcome is insight. When you have gone through enough sun and rain, you will see that those lessons are not random. They are sent to fill your heart, deepen your soul, to make you grow without losing faith in yourself.